Shalom, shalom, Sister Deborah Prophetess in the wilderness. You know what? That's all right with me. I'm again on this Deborah platform with another message. And I will say this is a lovely day in which the Most High, Ahia has made, and I, Sister Deborah, will and I shall rest therein. I'm coming to you this early evening, regarding enjoy life. Enjoy the life in which Ahia has suffered you to have. Embrace it. Embrace it. Today I was dealing with Solomon and how Ahia asked him, what do he desire him to bless him with or to give him? And Solomon didn't want materialistic things nor money, because he was David's son and he was now the king. So Solomon wanted something out of norm, and he wanted to know about and be wise and knowledgeable about everything under the sun. I like that, because he could have said "and in the heavens," which is none of it, you know, he was going to only get that if Yah has already predestined him to receive that. But he was asking about everything he wanted to understand, the things that's under the heavens, under the sun. And I don't think it really took Solomon very long to gain all of that wisdom and knowledge and understanding of the things that was under the sun. Okay. And that was the blessing that the Most High, Ahia, had given him. And the beauty of it is, it gave Solomon the opportunity to actually know what Sister Deborah knows today. That he did not know this, but what he asked the Father to give him was the wisdom and knowledge and understanding of everything that's under the sun, under the heavens, meaning the things that's on the earth. Okay. What's the deal? He really wanted to know this. And like I said, I thought that was pretty good, because even me, myself, I deal with what I do know, and I find it to be a lot of times very hurting, and it hurts to know and to have that type of wisdom and knowledge, because you stand in it alone. And I think Solomon was suffering a great deal in that area. It shows you that money, no matter how much money he had, what he built for Ahia, and all he had built and created with his hands and with his help of his servants, it still wasn't good enough for Solomon. It wasn't good enough, because he found out that same thing I try my best, as the Spirit of the Most High Yah gives me the best that he know I could be in what I'm saying. And I like that, because I don't know my best, but Ahia does. So Solomon, once he learned everything, and it was really hand to him from the Most High Ahia. He actually hand Solomon that wisdom and knowledge so he could know. And like I say, it's just like Sister Deborah. It's knowing things, and then once you come to realize you know it, now what? Now what? What you gonna do now? What you got to say now? So with Solomon, I think he got kind of bent out of the fact, after he learned everything, he realized what Sister Deborah's been saying. It was vain and vexed. It was worthless. Everything under the sun became worthless and vain and vexed to him, because before, everything seemed to be something important to him, that he wanted to know what was everything about everything under the sun. But now that the Father had opened that gift up so he can know, now Solomon feeling, oh, wait a minute. Now I know. And it's all vain and vax, worthless. And that's what Sister Deborah says when she tried to, I ain't gonna even say teach, when she tried to give information that 99.1 trillion would never get, but she still puts it out there because we're living in the days where light is coming out of darkness. Things people never knew, mysteries people never knew, just being open, being brought to the light. So the things that I'm speaking of is what took place before the foundation of the world. And why that connects to Solomon, because Solomon is saying everything is vain and vax, Deborah. Everything. Solomon, I learned that as a young person. He got to the point he learned later on in life. Why? Because his dad was king first. When his dad David died, then he became. Okay, he didn't want from the Most High more riches and more wealth. He asked him to give him wisdom and knowledge. Okay, and the wisdom and knowledge he was asking for was very special because he wanted to just be able to understand everything that's under the sun. And let me tell you, with Sister Deborah, same thing. That's why he began to say it's vain and vax, Deborah. And now I say to Solomon, yes, Solomon, it's all on this end, vain and vax. So with that being said, enjoy life. Understand that it is what a higher has put in you. Respect that and enjoy it while it lasts. Okay? He didn't give it to you to be unhappy, to be stressed, to be depressed, to be evil, to be wicked, to be selfish, to be hateful. He didn't give you that breath to be all those things which does not represent him. That breath of life, he loaned it to you to support your spirit man and to give your fleshly man time on earth. Okay, but outside of that, that breath of life goes back to him. So if he gave it to you and you still living today, enjoy it. But while you are enjoying the breath of life, please give him honor, give him glory, give him praise. Recognize he's the beginning and end, and he's all that and some. Do not walk around here like the life belongs to you, because it don't. That breath, that breath of life goes back to the bosom of the Most High Yah. And your spirit goes to sleep. It waits for the judgment. But the breath goes back to whom it come from. So I say unto you, think of it like, okay, if I got this breath of life, enjoy it. It is what he gave me, the portion in this life, spirit, in my spirit and in my flesh, he gave it to me. So why am I feeling that I'm not completed, or I'm not where I want to be or where I should be? And a lot of times it becomes saddened because people are trying to follow denominations. People are trying to follow the flesh of men and women who say they know the book. But the reason why Sister Deborah tried to get y'all to understand outside of the book is because the book came after the word. The word is a higher. It was, it is, and it was in the beginning. So before you got a book, it was, okay? So don't make that book beat you down. Don't use that book and allow nobody to use that book to beat you, abuse you, and misuse you. Because the people on the earth today, that's the whole idea. And that's why he prophesies, be not deceived, because it's going to be many coming to deceive you because you're in that book. You see, that's that natural book you're reading. But the spirit, it ain't coming to abuse you and misuse you. It coming to bring things to the light. Even your bad habits, it's coming to bring it to the light so you can repent and you can turn your face to the Most High or higher. Say, for instance, you don't want to turn your face. But if you're assigned to turn your face, it's a feeling you're going to later on get, or you have now, to just want to please him. That's because you are assigned already to have that feeling you got today. But don't let people chastise you with no book, because they were doing that when I first got on YouTube. They was doing it with the law, the commandments. Oh, the commandments was the iron claw to me. The way they were swinging the commandments, it was like an iron claw. And then they would take the words out of the book and use it as a extension cord whooping. You know what I'm saying? So it was just so sad. And during all that time, you all didn't know it. That's why there was a great falling away during that time. People have fell away and has fallen away from what is spirit and truth. See, it ain't about you falling away because you didn't go to this church. You stopped going to this church, or the church is not open anymore, or the people fell away from the church because the pastor was gay. No, that's not the falling away. The falling away is only away from Ahaya, his spirit and truth. It's not falling away from these worldly matters and these worldly issues. Falling away has to do with falling away from the only one that can take us every place we need to go and show us the way. We fall away from that. Remember, he said, my people perish due to lack of knowledge. Lack of knowledge. Why, Deborah? Why? Because they reject it, Deborah. And because they reject my spirit and truth, I shall reject them and their children. See, he's about what he's saying. He say what he's about. We can go on and monkey around and think we rule him through this book. This book, don't let nobody beat you with Torah. Don't let nobody beat you with Revelation. Don't let nobody even beat you in Genesis. Only know that the Most High, or in the old, because a lot of people are wanting you to hold on to the old. Don't let nobody beat you with all of that, because a higher, it's not about all of that. Don't go into a realm that he's not about. Let me tell you why. Because the Bible has been smeared, but not enough for this. I'm a prophetess in the wilderness. Not enough for me to put it away. Hallelujah. The Bible is not smeared to the point where I need to put it away, you know. And I suggest you not, no matter what, because a lot of that is coming up in this day and time, and that's connected to the deceiving spirit that's out among the people, because they want you to turn from the book and a higher, because the great falling away turn already taking place. And many that's falling away, if people are not going to church or going or fellowshipping in the way that, quote, people say that they should, in any other issue, it has nothing to do with the great falling away. It has already taken place, just like Ahia had already called in Revelation for the angels to see what is his. How do you know, Deborah? He told them, hold up. He told another angel, go tell them that before they start to tamper with the earth, the sea, you know, and the earth, see a minds in their head. And the earth is taking a licking, but it's keep on ticking because it's still on a highest time period. Okay, so it's taking a licking, though. It is taking a licking. Things are happening on the earth and to the earth, to the sea, and so on. And it's not that it's happening and it's going to stop. It's not going to have no end game to that. Not yet. No time soon. But he made sure that he sent another angel just to remind, or not to remind, but to tell the four angels, see a minds in the forehead, before you start to deal with the earth and the sea and the trees and so on. So I thank the Most High for that. So a lot of times you have to really respect that the Most High, Ahia, is a spirit, and he's 100% truth. When you put those two together, you're trying to grip the hem of his garment. You're trying to know his thoughts. You're trying to know his ways, because you're not going to know his ways and his thoughts in your flesh, or your flesh understanding and your flesh wisdom. No, you're not. You're going to have to understand, okay, I know that you're a spirit, you all power, you rule, you authority, you the beginning and the end, you created all things, okay? Yes, you did all that being a spirit, but you rule heaven and earth. You see, Yeshua never tried or challenged a higher in that area at all. But we as people, because we don't understand spirit and truth, we want to deal with him on the fleshly level. And man got us believing that that's how we have to deal with him. And it's not true. That's not true. That's a lie. Matter of fact, that's a big lie. So as time go on in life, you have to be able to enjoy the breath in which he has given you. You have to find some sort of joy in it. Find peace in him. Okay? But know that that breath of life you have, and if you can really, the reason why you got to find some type of joy in it, because let's think about what people are doing. People are taking other people's lives as if it's for them, and they have the authority to call the end to life and death. They really don't, y'all. They really don't. You see? But they take on the evil and the wicked and the hate of Satan, and they commune with him, and he takes over their flesh, and they go haywire with this killing and this hating and this destroying, and not thinking this person, when you participate in trying to take or taking someone's life, you really thinking you had the power to do that. But let me tell you something. Yah is the power over life and death. It has a number to come in and a number to go out. So when they thinking they doing something, when they taking a life, they thinking they now have the power. I can stop this woman from living. I can stop this child. I can stop this man from living right here and now because I'm mad, or I hate this person, or I got issues with this person. But they don't understand life and death is not given to you to take. And if it is, it's just because this is the day and the hour, in the minute, in the second that Yah has sniffed back his breath of life, which he sent a death angel to come and snatch it and get it and bring it back to his bosom. So a lot of times we think we're ruling it. We ain't ruling nothing, because I like that saying when Yeshua said, when he finished his mission, he prophesied, he told them what to come and how things was going to rumble. And then he turned around later, said, hey, nobody took my life. I laid it down. Woo! That's deep for me, because that's another sign of something took place before the foundation of the world. Man think they rule it, and they don't. He wanted to let you know heavens had already locked me in, coming and me going out. And that you best bet man don't have the power to call me in nor to call me out. Matter of fact, they didn't even take my life. I laid it down. Thank you, Father, Yah. Because that shows you that a lot of times people think the power is in their hand. Only thing that they're doing is showing who they are in Satan when they are participating in the will of the Father. Because I believe that we have a righteous will and we have an unrighteous will, but when we finish with it all of it falls under the will and the power of a higher. So we can try to make this thing something that it is not, but the main thing is to enjoy that breath of life he has given you. Enjoy, like Sister Deborah said before, don't let people's denominations and their belief and their theory and their traditions and their cult and their understanding beat you so bad to where you don't know if you're going to come. Know that a higher said he is the beginning and he is the end. And what he was been saying is that I bring you in and I take you out, okay? And anything in between, I still measured it and gave you the portion in which I had already predestined you to have. So don't put so much work on trying to belong somewhere or trying to be detached to these platforms, because I want to let you know, when Sister Deborah say on the devil's platform, you best believe this is the devil's platform, whether you knew it or not. It's the devil platform, but the power of our higher is allowing it. See, that's what I'm saying. We got to take it right back to where the one who has the beginning and the end of it all. Enjoy yourself with the mindset of knowing that he that is in you is greater than he that is in the world. So while you enjoying yourself, consider he that is so great in you. Not only are you are living and breathing his breath of life, but he's allowing you to live with him in you. You see, as the greatest, then is that which is in the world. So we're at a time period that you ain't got no business listening to nobody trying to control you, trying to manipulate you, trying to deceive you to go this way and to go that way. No, come back here and follow us this way. No, go our way. You see, what you want now is spirit and truth. And spirit and truth is hooked up with righteous, just, and the light. We know that all of that is detached to the Ruach HaKodesh and Yeshua HaMashiach. All this other mess out here, let it be. But don't let it control you and manipulate you to be the way that it wants you to be, because they don't rule. They don't rule. They don't control. And when Solomon got to the point where he said, Deborah, all of it is vain and vax. All of it is vain and vax. And if it means it's vain and vax, that means it's worthless. It's worthless. So enjoy that which is worth. The breath that Yah has given you, that rests in you, that he gave you. He gave you that. Your daddy, your mama didn't give you that. Satan didn't give you that. You didn't give that to yourself. That is the breath of Ahia that breathed in you. And when it's time for him to take that back, he sent death. Death snatch that breath. You fall, and it goes back to the bosom of the Most High. Okay, so that shows you your flesh ain't got no power to do nothing without that breath. So why not, if he's still blessing you to have breath, praise him in the midst of it. Think about how good it is to have him to give those things, give you that breath of life, let you live to see even the things that's so wicked and evil today. But just the idea of he still got breath in you when there's many that has passed away, it's a blessing to still have life. It really is. So enjoy it in a way that you just make sure that you're putting him first. Okay, honoring him, praising him, giving him glory. Not these people on this Deborah platform, not Deborah, not nobody. Don't put your trust in Deborah. Nobody on these platforms. Don't trust us with nothing. Your trust is to be in him. Okay, trust is connected to faith. Trust is connected to belief. So you have to understand, if he's the greatest in you, that's who you need to be praising. And you need to be glorifying and magnifying. When you lay down, you magnifying him. You glorifying him. When you lay down in that bed, not when you on your knees, but when you even make it to the bed and you lay there, take out some minutes and just tell him, I just thank you. Because if it wasn't for you, I wouldn't be able to lay here and relax this body. Thank him for when you have a good night's sleep. And even if you have a bad one, you look for a good one the next day in him. Start praising him. People have problems sleeping. People have problems waking up. People have problems with demonic spirits at nighttime and issues coming through their mind at nighttime. Start praising him and you see what happens. You're going to go to bed like a baby, like somebody didn't rock you to sleep. Start glorifying him, giving him all glory and honor and praise. And you see how the outcome be. You wake up the next morning and say, how did that happen? I went to sleep fast. And it was like, wow, that was quick. You wake up, you'll be, I got some sleep. And that's even when you laying down, if you in pain, just start praising him and just glorifying him and explain to him that if it wasn't for you, if it wasn't for you, You're so excellent. You're so wonderful. You are great. You are good. You are perfect. You all power. You're the beginning, Father, Ahia. You the end. It ain't no New and Old Testament. He is the beginning and the end, and they come hand in hand. Okay? So, just giving him the praise that's due him and the honor, and don't be so hard up on, the name. These things were coming to deceive people by great numbers, to throw them off from just focusing on what spirit and truth is. Once you get a hang of what is spirit and truth, it's just like the light. It was one time Sister Deborah was telling y'all the light. All of these are in one. You see, spirit and truth will keep people from challenging you in any way, shape, or form, because they can't come to you that way. You see, they can come to you with precepts, line, little here, little there. They can come to you with Torah. But when they finish, have the Ruach taught you spirit and truth? Because if you have not, he is spirit and truth. And it was told to us that he would come and he would teach us all things. You see? So what that was about was spirit and truth. He is a spirit and he's all truth. He come to teach us that. And everything that's in any other book, if it's not spirit and truth, it's vain and vast, like Solomon said. So what did Solomon say? He summed it up like Sister Deborah is saying. He said, enjoy life, for it is the portion in which the Most High has given you. That's what he said. He said, because he got to the point, he was saying everything was vain and vast, this vain and vast, this vain, meaning everything worthless. Solomon, I'm going to go on and tell them what you were saying in this day that they may receive it. Solomon was saying then is, he found out that everything under the sun, okay, couldn't overweigh what was before the sun. Before anything was created, okay, Ahia was present with all his creation in his bosom. Okay, so he's saying that everything after that that's under the sun is just vain and vast. It's coming to go. Let me say that again. Everything under the sun is vain and vast and worthless, because all it's doing is coming and going. None of it's going to last. You see? So he was saying that it's all worthless to know about all this stuff that's going to vanish. You can't get caught up in it. Nothing down here on this earth is going to mold and shape no one. Solomon is still saying the same thing Sister Deborah is saying. Sister Deborah is telling you, giving you the key to the kingdom. It is spirit and it is truth. If you think for 1 minute you go to the New Jerusalem, you're going to find flesh there. You're going to find all these teachers that's been teaching these people. You're going to find the bishops, the pastors, the Maureen, the watchmen, the seers, the priests, the prophetess, the prophets. No, baby, you're not going to find them there. You're going to find, if they were ordained and predestined from the heaven before the foundation of the world, you'll see them again. But if not, baby, no. Everything that's on the earth, Solomon is trying to tell you, is vain and vast. It's worth it. It has its end. You know, even human beings who think that, okay, we all going back to the kingdom. We're all going back to the New Jerusalem. But they don't even understand. Solomon was saying, enjoy your life, that this one life, that one breath he gave you. And that's why I think it's so sad for when people take somebody's life, because that was given to them by Ahia. It wasn't given to you to think that you can take it. Furthermore, you can't pluck nothing out of his hand. So that shows you that you took when you thought you were doing the work of Satan. But you know what? That was the day, hour, and moment that Yah had called for death to bring that back to his bosom. So you just showed the work of evil and wicked, the side that you are predestined to go and to go with at the lake of fire at the end. You see, so a lot of people don't think of it like that. A lot of them don't want to think of it like that, and they're not going to think of it like that. But just coming down the highway, I was thinking about Solomon, how he kept saying it was vain and vast, and I did. I got kind of sad that Solomon kept saying that over and over and over about everything. And then he said, a man build up wealth and he dies, and The one that comes don't have the same spirit heart that the one that died, that built up, everything. He just end up inherited. That's right. He's telling the truth. It's all vain and vast. He said, even my children going to inherit the things that I leave behind. And are they entitled? No, but they're going to end up with it. So that's just showing you all this stuff on the earth. Don't put so much emphasis on preparing eternal life on this earth. Okay, enjoy life, enjoy the breath of life while you can. Okay, and just enjoy it. Do something you never done before. Call on say I'm sorry to somebody that you have wronged. Don't apologize to people that you have not done anything to. If you can't feel in your spirit that you have wronged somebody, going to apologize to them for their wrongdoing is vain and vast. It's worthless. So don't go that route either. But learn to clear up a lot of things and just enjoy life. Do something you never done before. Enjoying life don't mean to go under everybody else's tradition. Go under the Ruach HaKodesh. If you know that you have the spirit of Yah living in you, why ain't he guiding you? Why ain't he teaching you? Why ain't he convicting you? Why ain't anything you do? If he's greater in you, he's greater enough to chastise you, to discipline you, to correct you. You see what I'm saying? He's all that and some in you when he rests therein. That's only if he rests therein. So that means if you go out and you're enjoying life, and weeks, months, or whatever, you choose to just step out and just not, when I say step out, enjoying life. And enjoying life, people think when you say that, that means some people, the mindset might think you're talking about going out partying and drinking and all. No, you got to think now. Greater is he that's in you than he that's in the world. Why give the flesh what it desires, and then let the spirit sit and behold the flesh getting pleasure in what it desires? But it sits there looking at the flesh, take everything as it should be. I'm going to drink, I'm going to smoke, I'm going to do all this in here. Enjoy life means enjoy that breath that he has given you. Appreciate the breath that he has given you. And the breath that he's given you is for you. It is not for somebody else to run. It is not for somebody to dictate. It is not for somebody to manipulate. It is not for somebody else to deceive. It is not for somebody else to control. Just think of that. It is not the breath that Ahaya has given you for life in this flesh and in your spirit is not for another to tell you what to do from the beginning, from A to Z. No, it is for you to live life to the fullest in the breath that he has given you. But just seek him first. Love, put him first before you put anybody else or anything. And know that he is the beginning and the end. He the one give the breath, he the one take it away. Blessed be the name of the Most High, Ahaya. The one who ruled over it all, who was, who is, and who shall be. And all this other stuff that they're teaching and manipulating people and leading people to believe, kick that stuff to the curb. People are clowning, y'all. It's called clowning. They got clown clothes. They got clown setting. They got the way they want to look like a clown. They want to act like a clown, dress like a clown, present themselves like a clown, and they want to play like a clown and think you're supposed to sit and be entertained by them. It's the same as wolves in sheep clothing. Same thing. Everybody role playing. So don't let nobody role play with the life that he have breathed in you. You role play that. But give thanksgiving, give praise and honor and glory to him. Bring repentance to him. Just things that can give you peace, y'all. This is what can give you peace while you walking this spiritual life. and trust in spirit and truth, and not so much in how man is able to dictate your walk. Because if he's able to dictate your walk, he's really called themselves controlling the one breath of life, the breath that Yah put in you, that he given to you, not for them to tell you A to Z. You know, he's giving it to you. So I, Sister Deborah, would say I appreciate everyone in the live chat. I thought I'd just come on here and encourage you all to enjoy life. Don't let nobody tell you how you dress and how you eat, how you anything. Anything you do, if you have the Ruach, it's there to convict you. It's there to chastise you. It's there to correct you. And if he can't do that while he rests in you, then he's not there in you. Because he will do that. He have done it to me, and I know if he rests in you, he will do it to you. So I, Sister Deborah, will say again, thank you all for tuning in on the live, those that's in the live chat. And I would say I appreciate you, and I will be back. And I like to say shalom and shalom.